My name is Tai Zen. I was a former prisoner of the failed U.S. war on drugs, and since I got released, I've always been blogging about the tools, the techniques, the strategies, and the technologies that's available to help people find freedom in their lives. And when I encountered Bitcoin, it was one of the most revolutionary technologies that I've ever ran into. I missed the dot-com boom, and this is so amazing to me that I've pretty much devoted my life and my spare time to promoting Bitcoin to the public, okay? I come from a sales and marketing background. I do not come from a technical background, so I would try to keep this presentation as non-technical as possible. We're going to talk about how to eliminate the two biggest hurdles to mainstream adoption of Bitcoins and altcoins. And by the way, if you guys see my name tag, I also represent the Next community. And so I'll be using them as an example, and I'll be using other altcoins as examples of how to get the mainstream public to adopt your coin. All right? The purpose of this presentation is to gain mainstream adoption of Bitcoin and alternate cryptocurrencies. We have lots of technical people, but there's not enough sales and marketing people in the Bitcoin community. Would you guys agree on that? I mean, like, you talk to everybody here, and they know how to write code, probably except for me. So what I would like to do is I like to contribute to the Bitcoin community by offering my sales and marketing background so that we can get widespread adoption so that it can benefit everyone, so that everyone is doing what they're good at, all right? Today's objective is to identify the two biggest hurdles. Since I only have 20 minutes, we're just going to go over the two biggest hurdles that prevents Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency from being adopted by the general public. We're going to learn some simple sales and marketing techniques to get people to understand and adopt Bitcoin and the altcoins, and we're going to gain mainstream adoption of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, all right? So I'm going to fly through these very quickly. If you have any questions, just keep it, and at the end of the 20 minutes, I'll have 20 minutes to answer your questions, all right? Here's my marketing beliefs, guys, that mainstream adoption of Bitcoin will happen at the grassroots volunteer level, like what we're doing here. It's not going to be done by the, do not waste time seeking government permission and government approval. You're going to get gray hair before that happens, okay? Avoid advice from someone with no Bitcoins. That's very important that when you talk to someone and you get someone to help you promote Bitcoins, make sure they buy, sell, trade, or own Bitcoins. That's very important. What are these two nasty hurdles? These nasty two hurdles are, one is confusion, and number two is user friendliness. Now, a lot of you guys in the audience may be technical, so when I talk about these things, it may just go right over your head because you might think, well, what's so confusing about Bitcoin? What's so user-friendly? You download the blockchain, you wait a few days, when it's done, you use it, right? So that's what I'm going to cover, and I want you guys, the technical people in the audience, to look at, I am one of your users. I am the classic user that is not technically inclined, so look at me as your prime candidate as you guys create these altcoins and Bitcoin softwares and services. Look at me as the common user right here, okay? So where are we going to get the answers to these challenges, right? There's an old saying in somewhere that says that a smart man learns from his own mistakes and a wise man learns from other people's mistakes. So what we're going to do here is we're going to learn the mistakes of Bitcoin. We're going to learn the mistakes that Next made from Dogecoin, Dogecoin, Ethereum, Mt. Gox, and we're going to learn from the mistakes that today I added that the Texas Bitcoin Conference made, right? So that we can eliminate that.